And there's new information about Pope Francis's decision to make it faster and easier for Catholics to get an annulment. He made the announcement today.
10 News anchor Itika Milanos joins us on this story, and the Pope is radically simplifying this whole process.
In a major way. This is a major announcement impacting the world's 1 billion Catholics. Pope Francis has been called a reformer, but his papacy is now coming under fire by high-ranking conservatives in the church.
It's being called a radical reform, another game-changing announcement from the Holy Father. Pope Francis is allowing the Catholic Church to fast-track decisions on marriage annulments and remove automatic appeals.
Riforma del processo canonico.
The major morning announcement from the Vatican comes during the Church's Year of Mercy. Catholics must get a church annulment if they want to remarry in the Church, an often long and expensive process. The new law simplifies the procedure, allowing bishops to fast-track annulments.
I do think it's a good idea to help people who have had difficult times in their lives with difficult marriages to be able to look to the church for support.
It's just the latest controversial reform by the popular pontiff, who is just 2 weeks away from touching down in the U.S. for the very first time. The Washington Post reports the moves by Pope Francis, called more inclusive, more liberal, and more progressive, are causing dissent in the religious ranks. The Francis dissenters, including conservative cardinals, are vowing to fight any changes to the Church's doctrine. Last week, Pope Francis said he would allow priests to absolve women who have had abortions if they ask for forgiveness during the upcoming Holy Year. The Pope's open arms approach could be seen during this virtual audience hosted by ABC News.
I've made some mistakes as a person, as a mother.
Pope Francis applauded this single mother and her dedication to her family.
Pope Francis will be a busy man during his visit to Washington, New York, and then Philadelphia. He is expected to make more announcements as he continues his agenda to reform the Catholic Church. Now, coming up at 6 o'clock, I talked to local Catholics about how they feel about the Pope streamlining this process. You'll hear from them coming up at 6.
He's making major moves, that's for sure. Thanks, Itika.